Hey everyone, it's Linda Perry of Soul Genius Branding, and welcome to 15 Minutes to Genius. So this week I am back in Colorado after a week of touring colleges with my son, and it feels so good to be home. It's kind of that I was out of structure, out of my routine, and it just feels good to be back home and really going back into my normal schedule. And that's kind of what I want to talk about for this week's 15 Minutes to Genius. So I want to ask a question. Are you the kind of person who needs absolute structure, or are you the kind of person who just kind of goes with the flow and wings it? So when it comes to your business and when it comes to things like video or blogs or whatever it is, does it help to follow a structure? So let me talk for a minute, because I am a bit of that wing it gal. And I wasn't always that, but 17 years as a federal criminal defense attorney taught me how to think on my feet and really be comfortable with staying in the moment and being able to just talk and answer questions. So a lot of people ask me, do you have a script for 15 Minutes to Genius? No, but what I do have is an idea of exactly what I'm going to talk about and really how I want to talk about it and what exactly I want to share. So for me, that's kind of easier, because if I had a script or something that I was following, I would feel so stuck and stiff. So that's just me. But until recently, I thought, okay, what do I really need structure for? Because even my intakes, I love to listen and really just go with the flow. The problem with that, though, is sometimes you're not being of service. And if you're having an off day, not having a really good structure can absolutely kill you. So I was at a conference recently, and a friend of mine was on stage talking about how he does intakes. So shout out to Joel Kletke, because his presentation was amazing. And what he basically said was, he gave us an outline of what you should be doing, really doing your research before you do intakes, which I do my research, but I don't always write out some of the things that I want to share on the call. So I tried it after I got back from the conference, and I have to tell you, it makes a really big difference. So having a structure before you're going to get on a sales call, before you're going to do a video, before you're going to have a conversation even with an ongoing client is really essential, because several reasons. One, it keeps you on point, on agenda, and staying with what you're supposed to do with your client, instead of going sort of down whatever valley that could lead to Never Never Land. It also helps keep people really aware of where you're going. So your client appreciates it. Your new potential client will appreciate it. So having that kind of structure is really, really important. And it's funny, because whenever I write, so as you know, I'm a copywriter, I always have a structure. My blogs have a structure, my emails have a structure, everything has a structure. And so I want to just make sure that this week I emphasize the importance of having those structures in your business. Do you have an onboarding process? Do you actually start your intakes with a structure, or are you just somebody who's hopping on the call hoping that you've got the goods to actually share what that person needs? I've had a couple, times where obviously that works, but sometimes where it doesn't, where I'm just off. So having that structure as a default is something that really will help you with your business. So I want you to really examine that this week. That's your 15-minute job for the day. If you're doing nothing else for your business this week, really check out your structures. Do you have them in place? Are you making sure that, especially on the intake, or if you're doing videos, that you have that structure that you can follow and makes your life so much easier? And if you don't, spend 15 minutes this week. And when I say 15 minutes, maybe it's 15 minutes, maybe it's an hour, but it is something that you can do to move your business forward. And adding that structure in is going to save so much time. So this week, spend 15 minutes really taking a look first. Do I have those structures, and where can I benefit from them? And the rest of the week, it's time to start to put in the structures that you need to grow your business. So if you need some help, I'm here. I love putting those structures in. I have really learned a lot about systems and the systems that work. So if you want to just shoot me an email, or on Facebook, or DM me, whatever it is, send me a little note if you're getting stuck. I'm happy to help out. I do answer all of my messages. So please feel free to reach out. And if this is your first time joining us for 15 Minutes to Genius, welcome. Obviously, 15 Minutes to Genius are weekly video tips that I send out to share with my audience to help you grow your business one step at a time. If you think that you are not falling backwards by doing nothing, you are. The truth is that in order to reach the success we want, we have to take one step at a time every single solitary day to do something that grows our business. So that's what I'm here for, to help with 15 Minutes to Genius each week. Tune in again next week, and I hope you have a fantastic week, and share how it's going below.